Everyone wants to spend vacations differently. Some people are looking for adventure, some want relaxation, but everyone usually wants to be safe. Not every destination means relaxing on the white sand beaches or exploring old towns. There are many factors like crime, weather, dangerous roads, disease, and corruption make some countries riskier locations for tourists. We have compiled a list of the most entertaining and dangerous places in the world. If you want to spend your vacation in a challenging place, then these places are for you. There is an abundance of dangerous places around the world, from war-shattered countries, disaster-prone countries, to mysterious and scary lands. If you are looking for a healthy, ideal holiday destination instead of just being fun, avoid those places. Otherwise, steer well clear. If you are ready for some adventurous trip, then these places are meant for you. Let's take a look at the 5 most dangerous destinations in the world. Before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Number 5. Death Valley, USA. Death Valley is a graben, a block of land that spreads between 2 mountain areas. The Death Valley is a stunning but extremely dangerous place. There are mountains that go over 3,000 meters into the air. Death Valley is the lowest point in North America. It is the hottest place in the world, along with deserts in the Middle East and Sahara. The highest temperature ever recorded on this incredible desert is 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56.7 degrees Celsius. Without water, you cannot survive in this valley more than 14 hours. No matter how strong you are, this Death Valley will make you exhausted. The intense heat of Death Valley has killed people in the past. It will continue to destroy those who do not respect this extreme climate. Death Valley doesn't forgive the negligent persons. There's also no food or water, visitor centers, toilets, or shelter. You also have to take an hour-long boat ride across potentially rough waters just to get there. And oftentimes, boats cannot even dock because of high waves and choppy water. The area is prone to falling rocks, and the stone stairs, which are more than 1,000 years old, are rough, uneven, and meandering. The valley is extremely dry because it lies in the rain shadow of 4 major mountain ranges, including the Sierra Nevada and Panamint Ridge. Winters in this area reach dangerously low temperatures, threatening the lives of humans and animals here. Also, storms in the mountains surrounding Death Valley can easily cause sudden flooding. It is easy to see that the ground of it is violently moved by the movement deep down into the earth in many parts of Death Valley. This movement produced incredible and stunning formations of rocks. Some are bright and others are dark brown, blue, yellow, or black. Number 4. Mount Washington, USA. Giovanni da Gerazzano was the first European who spoke about the mountain viewing it from Atlantic Ocean in 1524. Mount Washington is one of the most beautiful attractions in the state and is visited by more than 250,000 people from all around the world each year. By some Native American tribes, Mount Washington is the highest peak in the northeastern United States at 6,282.2 feet, 1,916.6 meters, in the most topographically prominent mountain and east of the Mississippi River. This is famous for its erratic weather, and the highest wind speed was ever recorded from Mount Washington from 1934 to 1996. However, strong winds are not the only problem here. The freezing temperatures that can drop to negative 40 degrees Celsius and heavy continuous snowfalls are very dangerous. The highest recorded speed here is 203 miles per hour, 327 kilometers. This is one of the world's most deadliest peaks. Summit is not only accessible for hikers during winter. Many tried to do so, but failed. Number 3. ILHA de QUEIMADA Grande, Snake Island, Brazil. Some places in Brazil are amazingly beautiful. The ILHA de QUEIMADA Grande, about 90 miles off Sao Paulo coast, seems like another beautiful place at first glance. For a really justifiable reason, the island is ignored by humans. This island, hidden off the coast of Brazil, is commonly considered to be the most dangerous place on Earth. The explanation is very obvious. The place has one of the world's most venomous snakes, Bothrops. The snake's poison is fast-acting and melts the skin around the bite. Researchers estimate that 1 to 5 snakes lives on per square meter. The Brazilian government prohibited visitors not to go there. The ILHA de Queimada Grande, Brazil is the only place to stay on one of the most dangerous and vulnerable snakes in the world. Many say pirates put snakes on the island to protect their gold. In fact, over thousands of years of without human interference, a thick population of snakes grows there. Nonetheless, it would probably not be a top tourist destination, even without the government's ban. The snakes are in such a great concentration on the island that no one can go there. On the island, there are believed to be around 4,000 golden lanceheads, the world's deadliest snakes. Number 2. Bikini Atoll, the Marshall Islands. The Marshall Islands archipelago consists of 29 atolls and 5 isolated reef islands, with a combined total of 1,136 low reef islets, 174 kilometers of land areas, 13,000 kilometers of lagoon areas, and 2,600 kilometers of reef circumferences. Bikini, an atoll in the Raleigh, western chain of the Marshall Islands in the Central Pacific Ocean. The atoll was used for peacetime atomic explosions performed for experimental purposes by the United States between 1946 and 1958. After the displacement of the local inhabitants, 67 nuclear tests were carried out from 1946 to 1948, including the explosion of the first H-bomb, 1952. The experiments had huge effects on the geology, the atmosphere of the Bikini Atoll, and the health of the people exposed to radiation. Intensity of tests is equivalent to 7,000 times the force of the Hiroshima bomb. From the air, Bikini is pristine and beautiful. Some visible remains of houses, towns, and graveyards give the illusion that civilization still exists on the land. In the first realistic test of Bikini's hydrogen bomb, the explosion infected 23 crew members of the Japanese fishermen's fishing boat who were on a safe distance, and that scandal shocked the country. In 1968, the U.S. prematurely deemed the island safe and let residents return to their homes, but contamination levels remained dangerous, and they had to be removed yet again. Number 1. Elephant Kingdom in CHONBURI, Thailand. Even though the name Elephant Kingdom makes us first think of an animal park where elephants are protected, even though it is completely different. Elephant Kingdom is a breeding place for wild crocodiles, and tourists can recreation freely to lure them in their natural habitat. Elephant Kingdom is not as holy and harmless as it sounds. Thailand's Elephant Kingdom Park was popular widely because it allowed hundreds of tourists to go out on the water there and feed their crocodiles. In Elephant Kingdom, Thailand, at a crocodile farm, the owner leases out a small semi-closed raft space for tourists to come visit, see, and feed crocodiles. The raft is a thin wooden one balanced on plastic barrels and has net enclosure halfway around it. The shack has a roof too. The people get inside the enclosure and are given fishing rods to feed the crocs. The owner of raft attaches beef and meat pieces with raft so that crocodiles come to eat meat. The crocodiles then jump out of the water to catch the meat and their food. There are tourists who also tease the crocs by dangling the meat in front of them, and then pulling it up as the hungry animals reach for it. Full of beauty, danger, and adventure, the world is undoubtedly a fascinating place. Let us know in the comments what you think about these destinations. Have you ever visited any of these or want to visit? Let us know.